So as promised, I decided today I'm going to go back into the garden and do exactly what I forgot to do yesterday. Well, not really forgot to do. I just filmed the video too late to do a harvest. So today, that's exactly what we're going to do. So what do we all need for harvesting? Well, a pair of gloves. And as you probably saw, this and this right here. A pair of gloves is optional. It's just currently not in the greatest condition. You might be able to tell by my voice. It's better than it was yesterday, that's for sure. But yeah, let's get into the garden and see what all is ready. So we're kind of going to go section by section here, or are we? We're going to start off with the biggest ones that go on the bottom always. And that is going to be the eggplants. We got to work our way over there. Our garden is a mess and we need to get rid of these guys literally like tomorrow at the latest. So yeah, we're checking our eggplants, seeing if any of them are ready. We have a combination of white eggplants and normal eggplants, but the white ones seem to be the ones that sprout the most this year. As you can clearly see, these guys, nothing is really showing up yet. I'm a little bit concerned because this year's gardening has been a disappointment and a half. But as we can clearly see in here, tons of eggplants ready for harvest. So I figured we start off with just one today. Wow, we have none ready for harvest, or do we? I'm checking. No, none of them are ready at all. So I figured what better way than to move on to the next biggest one we have in our garden. And that would be our cucumbers, my friends. Are y'all seeing this too? So we have plenty of them right here. This one is 100% ready. So this one is going to get cut like that. Yep, we got a cucumber today. It's looking really nice. Let's see, what all can we get from here though? I honestly want to see. Oh, we have a couple more that we can get, like this one right here. As you can see right here, get this one, and most importantly, get this one too. So we need to get down here. We need to get two of these guys. You see in this? That's two right there. And also, we cannot forget about these ones over here. But these guys, this one's dead. These ones are still barely producing. There is some hope though that we might be able to get a couple more. So let's move on to the next biggest ones we can put on the bottom that are a little bit more fragile, but will still fit. And that, my friends, is going to be not the peppers, but rather the tomatoes. So I figured I'd show you harvesting a couple and put the rest in time-lapse mode. But as you guys can clearly see, there's a ton of bugs getting to them. So what better thing to do? What is more ethical thing to do? Not ones when you see that look like this. Actually, these guys are okay. It's not, I thought it was mold, but it's just natural. What better way to put these guys to better use than to do this? I also accidentally ripped off a dead branch, no big deal. You see that right there? That's the chicken yard. They're probably not out at this hour. I think it's like 7:30 p.m. But they should be out soon to get that. So let's see what all we can get and then put the rest in time-lapse mode just for you. Am I gonna be disappointed or am I gonna be surprised? You'll never know until we actually find out. It's best to actually harvest them when they're orange because that'll actually help you get the most out of it. So I'm going to be harvesting not that one, but rather I'll go with this one. This one's looking perfect today, right there. I could probably get all three of these right there. Oh, and I got another one, it looks like, accidentally too. So we have a lot to pick up over here, but we'll get back to this area in just a minute and a half after we're done with cleaning this area up. So 3 is our current harvest. Let's see what all we can get. All right, and next up, all we gotta do is harvest a couple more things. My camera is literally dying right now, so I gotta make sure this goes as quick as possible. As you probably know, we're gonna harvest a couple of these guys. Sorry the bush is leaning, by the way. That is because of the hurricane that we got, not really hit by, but like swiped by last week, kind of. We got a little bit of rain, a little bit of everything from that storm, to be honest with you. So yeah, we got a couple more I'm gonna harvest off camera, obviously, to keep this video as entertaining as possible. So I'll be back once we're done with that, because my camera is now at 8%, because as you can probably tell, I'm recording on a GoPro, which has the worst battery life of any other camera. So let's do this. All right, so we got a ton of things in here. We got a couple jalapeno peppers, one bell pepper, an orange pepper. But most interestingly, one of the most interesting things I found was this right here. Oh shoot, I dropped it. But as you can see, this is one of those weird peppers, but one thing I noticed is this right there at the edge of it. I have no clue what this is, but let's just hope it can just be ripped off. So next things next, on to the cherry tomatoes. As you can see, a bit inconvenient that they're in the same area as the cucumbers, but we still get a couple like this. It's simple. All you gotta do is reach up and just take them off like that, and hope and pray the fruit flies haven't gotten to them already. So as I said, I'll record once again once I'm officially done with this process, because as you guys probably know, my camera is dying. If I had a higher battery percentage than 6%, I would be continuing to record this, but your boy always fails to charge. And I don't know what this bee is, but I want him off right now, bro. I'm telling you, get off. Get out of my garden, bro. You're not welcomed here. All right, so we got a ton of cherry tomatoes, and we're gonna go harvest some green beans now, of course. So, of course, let's get into harvesting the green beans, and then I'll tell you exactly what all we got, and then close up the garden for the night to help keep it protected from the raccoons. All right, so this is all we got today. We got a ton of green beans, a ton of tomatoes, a ton of peppers, a ton of really everything today. But as you guys probably know, we eventually have to shut off the garden to keep the raccoons out of the garden, because as you guys probably know, raccoons are one of, if not the most annoying things that attack the garden and the chickens. It's quite the annoyance when they come out of the garden and they rip up our zucchini, so we need to make sure that that is locked out so they cannot get into the garden. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna assume this is maybe about 6 or 7 pounds worth of fruit in here, which is pretty surprising considering the quality of the gardening season, as you can tell by my recent thumbnails on these videos. So yeah, I just want to say, if you enjoyed, be sure to go down below and click that like and subscribe button, but most importantly, be sure to click that video in the center of the screen, which is the garden tour yesterday, which will help make context for this video make sense. Anyways, I'll see you there, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.